All right. Hello, my friends. This is Gavin Mountford here, founder of Six Step Social, and welcome to episode number 3 of Six Step Social School. Every single weekday, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. No, other way around. In fact, 7 p.m. Yeah, I think you get. I think you get the idea. Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. We will be going live here on our Six Step Social fan page. And obviously you can see it's live because I just made a mistake live on camera. So we'll be teaching a brand new social media strategy that you can implement into your business to get results immediately. Now, each episode will be 30 minutes or less, and you'll be able to watch live or on replay each day via Facebook. There will be contests, there'll be prizes, there'll be surprises, there'll be guests, and a whole lot of engaging fun to help you grow your business. So in today's training, our Platinum Ambassador, who you've already met and many of you know, here at Six Step Social, Robin Smith, is going to be showing you over her shoulder live on Facebook where to find prospects and how to connect with them and have them come to you through Facebook. So this is a simple strategy. This is an easy strategy, and this is a fun strategy. And that's the key. You know, you don't have to complicate things to succeed in your business. In fact, the simpler you keep it, the easier it will be, and the more money you will make. And you know, the funny thing is, you know, Robin started with me a few years ago, and she going through our 5-day challenge and our Six Steps Method Academy. And initially, she had absolutely no clue what she was doing, and I'm sure she'll tell you the same thing in a minute. She was spamming all over Facebook. She didn't know how to create content the right way, and she didn't know how to generate leads. And then since implementing the Six Steps method, some of which we're going to be teaching you as we go through these episodes over the next few days, weeks, and months. Implementing the Six Steps method into her business, everything changed. And, you know, she's now made hundreds of thousands of dollars online with her business. She's generated tens of thousands of leads. So you are in the right place at the right time right now. So, Robin, welcome to the call. It's great to have you with us again. I'm excited about what you're going to be sharing today.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm super excited to be back here. And yes, I can raise up my hand. I was a spammer. I had no clue. And it's funny, I actually gave you a shout out this morning on another call I was on that, you know, thanks to you, I learned about multiple streams of income. Okay. When I first met you, I had one stream of income. And if I still was doing that, that company closed down. So things would have been changed very quickly. And thanks to your 6 steps, you know, like you said, everything really has changed in my business. So I want to know, before we get started, who's on today? Where are you calling in from? You know, I see some people already. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Paul, how are you? And Linda, hi. I see we got some more people hopping on. Let us know where you're calling in from. We always like to know about that kind of stuff and go from there. So I also have a question of, did you take action from Gavin's homework yesterday? Now, it's funny because when I actually started, I'll tell you, when I was in college, I started out as an education major. So homework's something I, you know, kind of learned a lot about. So did you go and find some Facebook groups related to your niche or your topic and look around and see if people were pushing or pulling marketing? Let us know in the comments. We want to know, did you find out which are more people doing? Do you seem like you found more pushing or more pulling marketing posts? Because we want to see what other people are doing out there. And today I'm going to share with you how to meet people who actually want to buy from you, who actually want to work with you. And more importantly, get them to do the asking. This eliminates those no's we receive. And please let me know in the comments, you know, do you like the word no? I know I don't like to hear the word no. So I would much rather hear the word yes. And I'm sure I am not the only one who feels that way. So let me know in the comments as well.
Definitely. Let me just have a little look here who we've got. Ava. Hello, Ava. We've got Stuart there. I'm just going to flash a few of these up. There's loads coming in here. Let me flash these up. This is a great little feature here to be able to show some of you guys saying hello and welcome. Great to see you. All right. Well, exciting times ahead. Thank you for that, Robin. I look forward to that in a few minutes' time. Just very quickly, many of you are new here, and that is fantastic. We've got a couple of free gifts that you can claim. If you go to 6stepsmethod.com/5DC, we've got a social media attraction factor guide that you can pick up, which is 10 pages of the basic information about attraction-based marketing through social media. And also we've got a 5-day challenge that is free again, that will give you a crash course or a foundation about implementing your very first sales funnel and attraction marketing system to attract leads and prospects to you, again through Facebook, through social media. So you can go to 6stepsmethod.com and /5DC to pick that up and grab your copy. We've been getting amazing feedback, with the 5-day challenge over the last few years. We've had literally thousands of people going through now, just a very tiny fraction of feedback, but pretty much everybody that has come through the 5-day challenge, many of those guys now have gone on to do huge things. So all of our success stories went through the 5-day challenge first. Now, if you can't see the screen very easily with what you're watching, if you're watching on mobile, then there's not much you're going to be able to do. But if you're watching on a desktop or a laptop, you can make the video bigger so you can see some of these slides, because some of it is probably going to show a little bit small to you wherever you are. I'll read a couple of these out. Danny Vanderberg, he said, just a little update. I've got 16 new leads in 1 hour. It's going fast right now. I'm really happy with the great lessons, Gavin Mountford. Maria Perriman, who we talked a little bit about yesterday, she started off with us again a couple of years ago, and she was struggling. She said, I used to spam on my Facebook page. I didn't have much engagement. My page was not me. It was all about my company. Since taking Gavin's trainings, my Facebook page is now all about me. I've got tons of engagement. I get leads on a daily basis, and leads are converting into customers. The month of January marked the first time I enrolled 11 customers in 1 month. Well, I can probably, and I don't know this for definite, but I can pretty much know full well that Maria has now exploded her team and her business is growing like crazy. Sonia Jones says, I used what I learned in the 5-day challenge. I posted a pull marketing post in a group and attracted over 80 comments in 1 hour. Irene Pudge says, so one post, over 100 comments and interest. Artists started to join my group and everybody is messaging me. So Robin, that's a big change, isn't it, from people that are struggling, that they don't have leads, that they don't have signups, they've got nobody to talk to, and all of a sudden you've got loads of people.
You have too many, right?
Yeah.
You have a different problem.
It's a great problem to have. So this is something now that is, I have done, I decided today to thank somebody, and we've had so many people sharing our posts that I had to pick the name out the hat. So Michelle Blanchett, I just want to say thank you for sharing these Facebook Lives and this 6-Step Social School. We greatly appreciate you. You are the winner of my program called the 100 Leads Method, which is essentially the fastest way to help you generate your first 100 leads online. Now, what we're going to be doing is occasionally it's going to be a spot prize. So you either need to be on live watching or you need to watch on replay, and you need to contact me to claim your prize. So Michelle, make sure you contact me. That's going to be the kind of requirement for this. So you contact me so I can then give you the information, just because it's going to make it a lot easier. So congratulations to you, Michelle, for winning that. And again, that's just because you've been sharing our Facebook Lives, and I'm going to be picking people out at random gradually over the next few weeks. So again, all you need to do is hit the share button. You can share now on your profile, you can share to your story, you can start a watch party, and just, ultimately just get this message out to many, many, many more people. You are going to see the value of this if you haven't done so already, which I know many of you have. So let's dive into Robin's training, and then we'll come back with word of the day and our Wins Wednesday initiative today. So exciting times ahead. Let me share your screen, Robin. Make sure it pops up. There it is.
Okay, you want to just put the two of us first, because we're going to have a little discussion before.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Do that. Because I'm going to do something a little different. Gavin does slides and everything like that, and it's funny because I'm usually the slide person. But I've kind of realized that it's fun to do a little discussion. So this topic is more going to be about a discussion. It's more about a mindset kind of thing than actual step-by-step on how to do stuff. But let me tell you, if you listen up and you follow what we say, you're going to see a big change. And you're going to see a change in your mind more than anything. Okay. The other thing I want to say to you is I'm one of those people that needs a lot of interaction. Okay. Now that I've, as we joke around, I used to be terrified of video. I'm still terrified of video. My hands are all sweaty, but I do calm down and do actually better when people interact with me. So make sure you're interacting. I don't want this to be a lecture hall or anything like that. I want it to be like a classroom discussion. So I'll be asking a ton of questions and I want to see those comments in there. So tell me yes right now if you're ready to do that, and we're going to get going. Now,
sounds good.
Perfect. So what I wanted to say today, when I heard this, okay, when somebody first told this to me and taught me this idea, it blew my mind. It literally changed my mindset about how marketing and really the way I changed my business right then and there. So what I want everyone to do, first and foremost, is to take off your marketing hat. We all wear those marketing hats. Take them off. Let me know. Oh, I see people. Yes, they're ready. They're good to go. So tell me you've taken off your marketing hat and you've put back on that human hat. Remember that person you were before you got excited about your business? When you actually had normal conversations with people? Yes. You guys remember that. That's awesome. That's the person I want you to remember. And what I'm going to share is simple. It's easy. It's fun, as we kind of said earlier. Your homework. I like to start with the homework. As I said earlier, I was a teacher for a little bit, at least in education, and homework is a big deal. So I'm giving you guys your homework right up front so you can start thinking about it right now. What I want you to do is list 5 things you like or you love that's not related to your business. 5 things.
Whoa.
I
Nice.
know. Oh, right. Hard. Oh, yes.
That's actually quite challenging for a lot of people, probably me as well, because now I've got to think about it. I've got to use my mind and my brain.
Exactly. And then it's funny because I'm only telling you to do 5. When I had to do it, we had to do 100. So I'm being nice, okay? But we're going to start with 5 things. And once you have them, please put them in the comments. Maybe you already know them right now. Put them in the comments. We'd love to talk about them already. Gavin, I'm going to ask you, why don't I just ask you for 2? And I'll share 2 of mine. And that way, we don't take up too much of time. But for you guys that are watching, you need to name 5 things that you like or love that are not related to your business. And just a little side note, if you're saying your family, because, of course, we're all going to say our family, or many of us are probably going to say our family, don't just say my family. Say something you like to do with your family, or something, maybe your kids like, or something like that. Something Oh, well, great. We have answers already. I love this. Cooking. I see family food, travel, grandkids, anti-aging. This is awesome. Oh, this is perfect. Yes. So let us know. What are your 5 things? And then actually, when we're off the live, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Facebook groups that are related to these. We're going to get a little bit more in that in a set. And you may already be a member of these groups, but you're going to go join groups based on these. Okay, we got cat, dog dancing. I see France. Oh, French wine. Sounds delicious, So these are perfect. I love these things. Oh, I see a beach. I see oil painting. Oh, spa days. I like that one as well. Cool. So I'm going to share my 2. And then, like I said, I'm going to ask you, Gavin, for yours.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then we'll definitely go back to these because you guys were fast. I thought you would take longer to think of these things. It took me I'm a little embarrassed to say. So my 2, and if you guys know me, you're probably like, oh yeah, this is Robin. Number 1 is Disney. I love everything Disney. Disney World. Actually, we were supposed to be there this very week. In fact, today we were supposed to be building our droids. So it's actually kind of funny. Shane and I created BB-8s to color because we were supposed to be building our droids. I was going to make a purple BB-8 and I was going to name him Plum. And Shane was going to make an R2-D2 and he wanted to do the blue R2-D2. So we were going to have our 2 droids and they were going to be able to talk to each other and everything like that. That was supposed to be what happened, but it didn't.
Now you can't go.
You can't go. So we rescheduled for later and we're going to go again. So that's number 1, Disney. I love all things Disney Plus, Star Wars, all that. And then number 2, I'm also a huge TV person. I love specifically like Big Bang Theory, Modern Family. Tonight's actually the last Modern Family, so it's another little kind of sad day in my life. But love TV. So they're my favorite 2. Gavin, what about yours? I'm seeing everybody else's. This is awesome. But what are your 2?
One of them is I love to play the guitar. And I
I was
think
right.
you knew that already. So yeah, I love. And you know what? I haven't actually played for a while since I injured my finger a while ago. I haven't played as much as I used to, but that is one of the things. And the second thing is exercising and running with my family and on my own. A bit of both. So we'll go with running on that one.
Running. Okay, so we have guitar and running. Like I said, I'm seeing these fantastic ones: kids, dancing, dogs, wine, get together, church, music. Oh, I love. Man, you guys are great. Traveling, fantastic. Oh, movie directing. Oh, I
I'm
didn't know that.
loving all this engagement going on here.
I didn't know
It's
that about you,
amazing.
Sonia. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. More food, more wine. Looks like we like to eat and drink this group. Being a grandmom, traveling, reading. Yes, Maria, I can say about reading. She's sending me books and books. I keep teasing her about that. Theater, love it. So you guys are doing wonderful. So we have these lists, and you're thinking to yourself, now, what does this have to do with marketing or whatever I want to sell, right? This is probably what's going through your mind. Like, I like to talk about hanging out with friends, or I like to talk about wine, but maybe my business is writing a book. Maybe I'm an author. Maybe you're, the other day you actually said you were, was it sewing jumpers, which I laughed because over here in the US, we don't know what jumpers are.
Oh, yeah. What do you call them? Pullovers?
You mean like sweatshirts? Is that what we're saying?
No, sweatshirts.
Like sweaters?
We've got so many differences. It's like, what?
When he said, I saw the person knitting, and I'm like, I'm assuming he's talking about like a sweater, but we don't know what jumpers are. Maybe you do that, either jumpers or sweaters. Maybe you do blankets. I don't know. Whatever your thing is, you want to know. So how does this relate? Well, there's really two ways that kind of bring it up, at least in my mind, is if you have commonalities with people, it actually allows you to build that relationship faster. And think about that with your friends. The people you talk to normally, your good friends, not your business people, your good friends. You probably have certain things in common. Okay, so my good friend Shannon and I, both of our husbands were in the military together, which is how we initially met. And that was our initial commonality. But then as we met each other and got to know more about each other, we realized we both do like to bake. So we were baking a lot of stuff together. We are kind of crafty, so we would do some crafty stuff. So you see these commonalities, and that's what you build that relationship on. So if you already have that commonality, it makes building that relationship so much easier. And then number two, when you talk about things you enjoy, you actually can feel that passion. I bet you guys all felt that passion when I was talking about Disney World, probably more than when I'm talking about other stuff. You can feel that passion, and we can feel that whether we hear their voice or we're just like seeing their messages, we can feel that passion come through. It's more natural. It's making you a human, not a business person, not that sleazy car salesman that nobody ever wants to be, right? Do we all see that? Do we kind of understand that idea? Yeah.
100%.
Cool. So now you're like, okay, so now I understand why I'm doing this, but how do I meet these people, right? So as I said, what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to find groups based on things you like. Now, you're probably already in a lot of them. Okay. I know for example, I'm in a lot of Disney groups. And I actually joked when I was saying to Gavin earlier is I was supposed to be in Disney World right now. So I was initially in a Walt Disney World June planning group. And I've been in it for about, 5 or 6 months whenever we decided to go. But we got canceled. So I recently rescheduled for June 24th, and I just put up a brand new post. So what I want you to do is I want you to go into that group. I want you to create an intro post. Don't say anything about your business. Talk about you as a human. So I go in here and I can show you just real quick, put a happy smiley face of you guys. So this is us. Whew, that's a really blown up picture. Let me move that back down just a tad. This is a smiley. It's a little older picture of us, but it is me with my son Shane when he was 2.5 at the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review with my husband. Now, if you've ever been to the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, it's very fun. It's interactive and everything like that. I always joke, my husband has more fun at the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review than he does at any other part of the park. So it's a great place. You get a good meal. You get to eat with your hands. You get to watch a show. It's really good. Good hometown barbecue and everything. So I put this picture up because a couple things. One, we look like this happy, wholesome family, which we are. And also, I'm talking about the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, which everybody in the group is going to be like, wow, they've been to the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. It's a way we can start a conversation off of. So if you do have a picture of you having fun doing whatever this activity is or using whatever this is, it's always great to put that in there as well. But if we scroll back up to where I did a little intro, I just say, I'm super excited to be here. Of course, right? And I kind of explained a little bit. We had to cancel our trip in April and we rescheduled it for June 24th. Fingers crossed, right? I'm from New Jersey, so I say where I'm from. This is a family picture when we were in Disney back in 2015. We love the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. I'm excited to be going to Star Wars Galaxy Edge at this time, and we'll be building our droids, as I mentioned earlier. So nice to meet everyone. Now, isn't this something nice? Okay, this is, people see this, they're going to see this, if they're going to be able to relate to me. If they've ever been to the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, they're going to be able to relate to me. If they're excited about Star Wars Galaxy Edge, which who isn't, they're going to be able to relate to me. So we're going to meet people that way. And think about this, okay? We're doing this online. We have commonalities and everything like that. But what if we took this offline, like we're used to? Maybe your son plays soccer, just as an example, okay? And you meet one of the other soccer parents. Okay, the soccer moms, we have a joke for those soccer moms here in the US, but I don't know about everybody. We always do. So what do you have in common? Well, number one, you have in common, both your kids play soccer. That's your commonality. So what do you do when you meet somebody? So I walk up to her. Hey, my name is Robin. Usually the next question is, where do you live? Now, if you live in the same town, you probably want to know, well, what part of the town do you live in? That's usually your next question. Did you notice I live in New Jersey? Okay. The next thing is about the family. Hey, does your child have any siblings? Okay, I talk about this. I just say, this is my family. I don't say there's anyone else. There's just the three of us talking about that. And then last, what usually comes up is, what do you do? When you meet somebody, aren't they the normal questions you ask people? Let me know. Are they, is that really what it is? Where are you from? Tell me about your family. What do you do? They're kind of the same three questions that always come up. So for my example about Disney, I see this. Beautiful, great idea. Thank you. Yes, you're right. It does work. Aw, gorgeous picture. Thank you, Samantha. This does work. It's fun. It's exciting. It actually brings back the fun into marketing that sometimes we, really do lose in a lot of ways. Yes, amazing way to reach out to people. Yes, exactly. So I want to just kind of wrap this up by just kind of giving the example of my business with using Disney as the example here. I am a network marketer as one of the things I do. And like most network marketers, we have two sides to our business. But this works for any business. So like we were saying, you could be knitting jumpers, you could be an author, you could be a social media manager, whatever it is, you will see this. I get more yeses. Good. But for
you said jumpers as well.
Jumpers. Sorry, I was trying to bring that back. Jumpers, sweaters. God, you made me change my mindset here. So whatever you're doing, okay, baby blankets, I don't care, whatever it is. Like most network marketers, we have two sides to our business. We have one where we're helping people make extra money. Now for Disney, if I'm in a Disney planning group, have you ever booked a trip to Disney? It is not cheap. Okay, it is not cheap. That's one thing I always hear people saying is about how expensive Disney is. I looked, and I shouldn't really say this, we get a military discount. So I never talk about how inexpensive it is for us when I'm in these kind of groups, because we don't spend as much because of the military discount. Thank you, the US. Thank you, Disney, for doing that for our soldiers. But when I hear other people, it is very expensive. I heard it was over $120 per day to go to Walt Disney World now. So it would add up quickly if you have a family of, say, 3 or 4, and you're spending $500 a day just at the park before you even enter into the park. That's not including airfare, hotel, or anything like that as well. So it's very expensive. So when you go there, what if I could talk to somebody and say, hey, how about would you like to learn another way to earn some extra income based on what you're doing, to help you be able to go back to Disney? I bet there's people in that Disney group that would be raising their hands, wanting to know how they could earn extra income online that would not mess up with what they're doing else in life. On the other side that's just one side. The other side is network marketing. We have the products. So say, for example, you're in a health and wellness company. Maybe you have lotion, suntan lotion, just as an example. I bet there's people in Disney World that would like to be able to buy suntan lotion. Maybe that's, helps, super sensitive skin, can use and everything like that. Or maybe, eczema, just as an example. I bet there's people in there who themselves suffer from eczema, or children suffer from eczema. Again, these are people. So think about it like this. Oh, this is super helpful. Good. Oh, money. Yes, Samantha agrees that it's expensive. Think about it like this. And we all had this when we were in school, and I'm sorry to bring it up again, but do you ever remember those Venn diagrams? Do you remember those things? You had a circle and you had another circle. Then you had that part in between that like connected together, that overlapped between the two. We called them Venn diagrams. They're the people in the middle that you're looking for. Your business is on one side, your commonality is on the other. There is this group of people that is in between both. They're the people you want to talk to. Because what's going to happen is once they come back to you and they start talking to you and they ask you what you do, and they say, yes, I'd like to learn extra money so I could go to Disney. Tell me about what you do. Now they're asking you. They're already open to the idea, and they're more likely to say yes than you walking into some random group saying, raise your hand, who would like to learn how to make more money? And not everybody's going to be excited. Or if you're in a business group, you might be competing with thousands of other people who are also trying to get people to raise their hand to buy their stuff.
Powerful stuff. And the interesting thing is that most people go into Facebook groups, and the first thing they do is they post their business, they post their advert, they post their all about what they do, and it's nothing about personal, it's nothing about relationships. And what you've just shared, I think once people maybe go back and grasp the concept, grasp the idea, it's completely going to change everything, because what you've done is you've, as you said, 5 things that are about you, and now that's 5 times the amount of people that are now going to go, oh yeah, she likes this, she likes that, he likes this, he likes that. And that's 5 commonalities that are going to potentially come back in. So incredible stuff. Was there anything else there, Robin, or was that
no, I was just going to say, that's really just what I want to say. And I just, just remember those questions. Pretend, like we said, we took that marketing hat off and we put on that human hat. You meet somebody for the first time. What do you ask them? You find out what you guys have in common. You find out about where they live. You find out about their family, and you find out what they do. It's the same kind of thing. Yep.
Brilliant. All right. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Make sure you implement that. That's the key to all of this. Actually go and write yourself a post, write yourself and introduce yourself into a group. And you can use our 6-step social group if you would like to, anytime you want. So, feel free to introduce yourself inside of our 6-step social group. So today's word of the day, let me just bring it up here. Many of you know what you're going to be winning potentially at the end of it: a custom designed Facebook header for your Facebook profile, your group, or your page by Ava Hailstad. Now, hopefully, Ava, I'm going to pronounce your name correctly one of these days. It must be quite funny hearing how I keep saying it, and it's going to change, but eventually we'll get it. So Ava is, as you can see there, she's incredible at creating headers. So the word of the day today is going to be I. There it is on the screen now. The word of the day is I. That is it.
I thought it was a 1.
Yeah, well, there you go. that is actually the capital version. For some reason, it's come up like that. But the word of the day is I. Now, I said to Robin before, this is the word, and does that make into a sentence? Or so I've told her the sentence now. It all makes sense, and you're going to be able to have 5 different words by the end of the week. And then what you're going to want to do is email us with the sentence at the end of the week before Sunday, all together, to school@6stepsocial. So there was a word yesterday, there was a word the day before, there's a word today, there'll be a word tomorrow, and a word on Friday. And then email school@6stepsocial.com before Sunday, and you'll be entered into a prize draw to potentially win a header from Ava. So exciting stuff. So today is Wednesday. It's Wins Wednesday, and I just wanted to do a few shout outs to a few people that have been posting their wins in our group. Nor Sir said, today's Wednesday, I got my very first MLSP commission. Never give up, keep doing, keep hustling. So a huge congratulations, Nor. That's massive to be able to actually make your first sale with a program that you're in. And guys, it would be so good if you could just congratulate and say thank you and say welcome and say, great job, awesome to the people that we're shouting out as well. Ava, she says she's got 2 new paying clients over the past week and a free gift she didn't even see coming, with tons of opportunities. Incredibly exciting, Ava. Scott Cook said, I've enjoyed the addition of 11 new business partners in my new venture. Scott Cook's business is absolutely booming. Robin, who is here, said she was asked to speak at an online summit on Sunday about why network marketing is thriving at this time of uncertainty. You do a lot of summits, and they are awesome, aren't they?
Yeah. You start with one and they ask you for more and more.
Yeah,
But this is the
brilliant.
first time I get to talk about network marketing, which is fun.
Yes, yes. Maria Perriman, who we talked a little bit about earlier as well, she said, my win is my post that I put up has over 400 leads now. So she's had 400 people say, yes, please, I'm interested. I'd like to know more. We're obviously going to be covering how to do that more over the next couple of weeks. She says she's trying to keep up. So, the first problem is I don't have any leads. What can I do? The second problem is how do I actually follow up with all of these leads that I've got? Lena said, my win this week is an awesome check of $450. I have paid Lena $450 for some sales that she's been making through our affiliate program. So a huge congratulations, Lena. You are on fire. And you're doing incredibly well, and I'm so loving watching you grow and move forward and get bigger and better results. Alejandro Bonilla said, my wins are starting my Trello training with Ava and being featured in the tips segment of our 6-Step Social School yesterday. That was great. We've had quite a few more, but I've obviously had to limit it to just a few. But Leslie Wells says, I've gained a new client in my practice. So again, congratulations to you, Leslie. And then finally, we will go into the biggest takeaway. And Robin, I'll let you go through this bit.
Sure, yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to the 6-Step Social community and join the Facebook group. The link is showing there, and create a new post in our Facebook group using the hashtag 6-Step Social, and let us know what was your biggest takeaway, or teach something back to something you've learned. So teach something that you've learned. I see a lot of takeaways on here. A lot of people said they really liked this one. So I'm super excited to read what your biggest takeaway was. As I said from the beginning, I know this is different, but trust me, it does work. So I want to know what those biggest takeaways were. So put them in the Facebook group and use the hashtag 6-Step Social. And at the end of the month, end of April, we're going to pick one random person, and you're going to have a chance to win $100. So for everybody that uses the hashtag this month, one winner for $100. Ooh, who's it going to be? I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it. And make sure it's a new post as well, guys, if you can, because then it makes it easier for us to keep track. So the link is on the screen, as Robin said, 6stepsocial.com/community. Inside the group, you'll also find the free guide that we talked about, the social media attraction factor, and also the 5-day challenge that you can get your hands on when you get in there. But make sure you create a new post after each of these trainings, each of these schools episodes, and use that hashtag, as Robin said, 6-Step Social. A few people that have been giving their biggest takeaways already, I've just put up on screen: Michelle Blanchett, Michelle Civic, Lolita Hawkins, Gina Tierney, and a lot of these are from the last couple of days. You guys have been creating new posts. My biggest takeaway from today, which was yesterday, was where to find people who are looking for my solution to the problem that they have and how to engage with them so eventually they will come to me. Lolita says, my biggest takeaway for today was to join specific Facebook groups that will fall into your niche, and afterwards then to introduce, engage, and converse with those people. So if you think about what we've covered so far, we've covered push and pull marketing, then we've covered about the power of Facebook groups and how to find your prospect, and then Robin has shown you some ways to actually introduce yourself into a new group that you join, and then we're going to be building on that gradually about, what do you do next? What kind of content do you create? How do you post it? How do you reply to people? How do you follow up with those people? How do you turn the comments into leads? And gradually through the conversation process, etc., until you get to the sale, which is ultimately what you are here for. So a huge thank you again for being here to you guys. Thank you to you, Robin, for the awesome training today. As always, you are welcome to share this, and we strongly encourage that you do it. Remember, I've already given out one prize today to Michelle, the 100 leads method, for sharing. I picked her name out of a hat, essentially, but it could be you, and who knows what you could win. Over the next couple of days and weeks, there'll be spot prizes for people that are sharing and helping us out as well. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. We've almost hit the 1,000 people mark that we've been exposed to for each of these episodes. So that's it. And we will be back again tomorrow, which I don't have the next slide up to show you what is going to be on tomorrow. But again, it's going to be going into more detail about setting up your first lead generation system and Facebook groups. So awesome. Thank you, Robin. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.